Hey everybody, welcome back to Rebootleggers. This is a comedy podcast where we reboot everything. I'm Scott Owen.
I'm Frank Serra.
Coming at you.
And we're rebooting ourselves, Rebootleggers 2019.
What's new on the show? What are we doing different?
We're coming to Netflix.
How's that a reboot? I mean, I'm excited about it, but...
No, like Netflix is going to do us, and then we're going to be out of business, aren't we?
Netflix is going to do us? Like they were going to get a... What does that mean?
You know, like Netflix did Little Women in 2018.
So Netflix is going to do a Rebootleggers.
It's going to do us, yeah.
Is Netflix getting in on podcasting?
Yes.
Interesting.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first. Netflix is the new home of podcasts in 2019. New year, new everything. We're back after that nice holiday break.
Until Netflix kills us.
I don't want Netflix to kill me, but it might happen. Netflix will kill us all in the end. I got a whole new setup for 2018. I got these kick-ass new studio headphones, Frank. I can hear you in amazing crystal clarity.
Excellent.
So, what have you done for the new year? What are your changes?
I got a different recording shirt.
Oh.
That I wear. It's cotton, it breathes.
What were you wearing before?
Cotton poly blend. I was not a fan.
Oh. We're coming at you with a different type of episode. Well, it's we've done these before.
Kind of the same.
It's a speed boot, but instead of focusing on an actor, it's a pre-speed boot.
A preboot.
Preboot speed boot. We're looking at
future boot.
Here's what we're doing. We're looking at all the 2019 reboots coming out, and we're gonna do them first.
We're just gonna smash them out. This is boom, boom, boom,
smash
boom,
them
boom,
quick,
boom, boom,
smash them hard. Super Smash Bros.
Mm-hmm.
Ultimate.
And we're gonna do them all first, and then that way, as they come out, we're gonna say called it.
Did you just
called
burp?
it? I was really hoping that didn't come through because I leaned away. Like I leaned away and I was like, oh shoot! Like I don't have enough time to hit the mute button.
I caught the tail end of it. Is what it was.
You can get that out.
We'll see. So we're gonna nail him. We're gonna nail him to the wall, and we're gonna say we did it first. Money, please.
Did it. Called it.
Money, please, is what we'll say once these movies come out. Hang on, I'm yawning.
I caught that full in the ear hole.
Good. I mean, I didn't mute myself, so that was the intent. All right, well, should we just dive into our pre-boot, or do you have more pre-show banter?
Blub, blub. I'm in. Blub.
Is it underwater?
It's on. Well, because I dove in.
Oh, I said dive
now
in.
I'm up. I'm up.
You treading?
Yeah, we're doing the doggy paddle while we do this. God, that would be great if any of these movies were dog themed, but they're not.
Okay, let's get to movie number 1, which is What Men Want. This is, of course, a reboot of the movie What Women Want from
and it's
2000.
gonna be a tough one because my boy Mel Gibson's What Women Want.
Do you really want to be claiming him as your boy still?
I don't.
In this day and age?
But the movie itself, the original movie, oh my god, dude.
Yeah,
it's too good.
Is it? You really like this movie? It's not that good.
Good.
It's not that good.
It's pretty good.
So in the original movie,
how recently have you seen it? The film?
Probably more recent than you. I don't know, several
less
years
than
ago.
a year.
No, you saw it less than a year.
We watch this movie regularly.
Okay, who's we?
Me and my personal friends.
Oh,
the ones you don't know about.
Got it. So in the original movie, Melvin Gibson plays Nick Marshall, who's a Chicago advertising executive.
And he's a little bit out of touch. He's a man's man.
He's a man's man in the worst possible definition of that phrase. And he works for a marketing firm, and so he, as according to Wikipedia, he's a chauvinist skilled at selling products to men and seducing women. So in order to learn how to sell things to women, he tries to do a bunch of lady stuff, and then he falls in the bathtub with a hairdryer.
It's not. He doesn't want to sell things to women. His company gets bought, and their new president is a woman, and she comes to him and she says, "All your accounts are for male marketing. You need to succeed on one piece of female marketing, or I'm passing you over for a promotion."
Okay, jeez.
Because the point is that Mel Gibson is begrudging.
Yeah, he's begrudging. So he does a bunch of lady stuff in the bathtub, and then a hairdryer falls in the bathtub with him, and instead of dying, he gains the ability to hear women's thoughts.
Yes.
Which then means that he knows what women want.
Mm-hmm.
And then he spends the rest of the movie kind of knowing what women want, and like we learn that women look at men's pants bulges, and that women are just like men, I think.
It basically, yeah. He initially only uses it to his advantage.
Yeah.
And then he learns that women and men are both flavors of human beings, and he learns how to respect people.
Yeah. And he reconnects with his 15-year-old daughter, who he did not connect with before.
No, because he did not know what women wanted. And then he learned what women wanted.
So the new movie, What Men Want, is exactly what it sounds like. A woman learns to hear the thoughts of men.
Yeah.
And I can only imagine that she instantly regrets
Although this time,
it.
in the advertising agency, it's still an all-male advertising agency, but she's just the only woman.
And I'm sure she hates hearing what men think.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about...
The trailer has a lot of funny parts where a man like looks at her and then like looks at like her butt, and then she goes like, "Oh no, you didn't."
Oh no, you didn't. Is there a trailer for this already?
There is a trailer for that, and it's yeah. The trailer that we saw is playing this as a lot more of a comedy. I think.
There's a Red Band trailer that I'm gonna check out right now.
Uh-oh. Zing.
Okay, so this is an R-rated movie where they say the fuck word. She does not know anything about men, I'm learning. Okay, so a man is getting the promotion that she wanted. Okay, this is kind of foul, this one.
Well, as the movie points out, men are pigs.
Men are pigs. So in this, she hires a psychic. So what are we gonna do? Oh, there's a big old inflatable penis I see.
Yes, this movie is quite bawdy.
Oh, she hits her head at a bachelorette party.
It's a lot less believable. In the in the 90s and even in the early 2000s, there was this common movie trope of lightning-based magic.
Yeah, there was.
Electricity would do things to you and the people around you.
In this trailer, she just hits her head. So we're gonna fix that. She's gonna get hit by lightning, I think.
It needs to be lightning-based magic.
So she's gonna get hit by lightning, and then she's gonna learn what men want, and what is it that men want in our reboot.
So I think, what do they want? Do they just all want like ice cream?
Oh, what if all men just want ice cream?
Is that a question you were asking? I want ice cream.
Yeah, I kind of want ice cream too. So then it becomes about ice cream. Does she become like a superhero maybe? I mean, she's got male telepathy, but not female telepathy.
Not female.
So maybe her arch nemesis is a woman because she can't read women's thoughts.
Because she could just become rich by being a psychic and then only succeeding when it's a dude.
Yeah, she's like Professor X, but if Professor X could only hear men's thoughts.
Yep.
So what's the radius?
And I don't want to. And I mean, the legs work for her. Her legs work.
What does that mean?
Because Professor
X's doesn't. Yeah. Now, what's the radius on her ability?
Based on the original film, it's
line of sight.
It's not so much a distance-based radius as it is kind of a mental, I'm looking at you and now I can get your brainwaves. But it's not like everyone all around them. It's like the person that they're looking at.
Okay, so she's got to have line of sight. I mean, what can we do to this movie that they haven't already done to this movie?
We could, I mean, do we want to make money or do we want to make a social statement? If you want to make money, so many testicle jokes about just like...
I think they already did that, though, based on this Red Band trailer.
No, but more. Like a bad SNL skit.
Okay, bad SNL skit, lots of testicle jokes.
Actually, we can just get the cast of SNL in there.
Well, some of them are already in there, like the babyface guy they've got on their cast right now, who I can't remember his name. What if she can hear not just men, but all males of all species thoughts?
Oh, and you're like combining it with a Dr. Dolittle.
Yeah, so she can hear every male creature.
So like she knows what all boy there's a woman walking her dog, and then they walk by, and she turns around and she goes, "You nasty."
Yeah, because the dog was
You're nasty. You're gross.
Because the dog was like, "I would like to piss on that."
Yeah. And she gets down and she goes, That's nasty.
She goes, "Hey, nuh-uh. Not okay, dog." Yeah, I like that. Okay, that's a preboot.
Boom.
Hit me with the next one. Hit me next. What's next?
The next one is the start of the new YA movie trilogy, because there's got to be multiple going in, every year.
Mm-hmm.
It's Chaos Walking.
I know nothing of Chaos Walking.
So it's a dystopian. It's YA, so there's a dystopian future.
Of course, it's YA dystopia.
There's a chosen boy who's Tom Holland.
Mm-hmm.
In the future, everybody gets psychic powers, and it's called having the noise. It's like The Shining. It's like The Noise.
Okay.
But Tom Holland meets Daisy Ridley, a woman who he can't read her mind. And he's like, what's going on here?
So this is going to be in the same universe as What Men Want, except now it's a boy who can't read a woman's mind.
Are we doing that? Because this one's not a comedy, but I love cross-genre shared universes.
Yeah, I think we need that now.
Yeah.
Now more than ever.
So, Allie Davis of What Men Want, she was kind of the first person.
Mm-hmm.
Her noise.
She got the man noise, the noise.
She got the early version of the noise, because this is like 1,000 years in the future.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the same.
Only he has the noise. No one else has the noise?
Everybody but Daisy Ridley has the noise.
So everyone can hear everyone's thoughts except her. She can't hear anyone's thoughts, and no one can hear her thoughts.
Correct. She is the silent woman.
Okay, so it turns out in What Men Want, the lightning strike that gives her powers actually just weakened her immune system to the noise virus, which will overtake humanity.
Which will overtake all of humanity.
Except Daisy Ridley, who has the immunity.
Oh, she's got the antibodies.
She's got the antibodies, because at this point in our society, people have realized, like, hey, I don't want to hear what everybody's thinking all the goddamn time.
Yeah, because that would be really annoying.
You know what it would be? It would be quite noisy.
Okay,
I don't.
It would be quite noisy.
I didn't like that.
It would be loud.
It would be so loud. Okay.
Oh, and people can be like, it's so loud, but they're like smoking weed. Because
I don't get it.
Because it's the loud.
Is that a weed thing?
Yeah, the loud.
That's a weed thing.
Loud is like a strong weed.
A strong weed. Okay.
And if it's not, don't bother tweeting at me.
Okay, so now it's a virus, and then they're gonna fix it so then Tom Holland's gonna be like, I can't hear anything anymore, and this is good. And they're gonna use Daisy Ridley's blood to fix everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Done.
Oh, see, here's something I don't like.
Okay.
The movie isn't out yet, but Lionsgate is already filming the sequel.
Oh yeah, that sounds right.
Our next one's a fan favorite, very highly requested. It's Dumbo 2019.
Dumbo 2019. So
Dumbopticus.
What was that? Dumbopticus?
The Dumbopticus. Because it's like Reptilicus, but Dumbo.
Yeah.
Here's what I always wondered. Listen. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Dumbo flaps his ears and he takes off into the sky, right?
Yeah.
That is terrifying.
Yeah, flying elephant is scary. Because
how is this movie not horror?
Also, have you seen the trailers for this? He's got big ol' scary eyes because he's.
I thought you were gonna say testicles.
No. So Tim Burton.
Let me just peep this.
It's also a Tim Burton movie, so it's gonna be like weird and spooky with stripes and crazy hair everywhere, right?
Oh no, I don't like this at all.
Yeah,
I do not like
Dumbo. Don't look right. Dumbo don't look right.
I don't like the face of the Dumbo.
So how would we preboot Dumbo before they touch it? We would make Dumbo a horror movie where he is a flying elephant. Because here's the thing: if he like lands on your house is not literally he's gonna fall through it. He's gonna ruin your house.
You know how a 400-pound gorilla can do it every once?
Yeah.
A flying elephant can go wherever he wants, right, including your house. So bring the peanuts.
For the elephant.
For the elephant. As tribute.
Right. Okay, so it's a horror movie. Dumbo's mother has been taken from him, and now he is out for revenge.
Oh, we're making Dumbo sympathetic.
Not necessarily, but in a lot of horror movies, like it's also like, hey,
There's like a reason.
Maybe humanity's to blame also, you know?
Yeah. How about Dumbo's mother was killed by ivory hunters?
Okay, I'm thinking maybe even like it can be like a horror thriller, but I'm thinking like it's also kind of like a natural disaster movie almost, you know?
It's humanity's fault that Dumbo has come.
Correct. You understand?
Like, yeah, okay, and in every Godzilla movie, the other monster comes because they
right,
didn't
because
respect
humanity
the
did
Earth.
something, and then
Yeah.
Godzilla shows up.
So this ivory
Godzilla
hunters
shows up
are
to
bad.
clean up the mess.
Yeah, but this time Dumbo's here to make a bigger mess.
Now, does Godzilla show up to put Dumbo in his place?
Is this a Godzilla movie?
I think maybe it's
Is
a
this
Godzilla
Dumbo
movie.
versus Godzilla?
I think it should be, yes.
I think it needs to be.
Very much yes. Dumbo, yes. And I think we gotta stop there. That's
this is Dumbo versus Godzilla.
Dumbo versus Godzilla. Perfectly. Okay, number 5 on the list. Number 4, really. Pet Sematary. This is a Stephen King book that became a movie where if you bury an animal in the specific cemetery, it comes back.
Cursed cemetery.
It comes back to life. But what's this?
It's all gross.
But what's this? It's evil now, and it wants to eat me.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll bury my son there who got hit by a car. But what's this? He's evil now, and he wants to eat me.
Now. Boy, you know John Lithgow's in this movie. I love that he still gets work.
Me too.
So
you gotta respect the Farquaad.
Is the original? I gotta peep the original Pet Sematary book, because yes, okay. So this book does happen the way that it's okay. He still brings his son back to life in the book.
Yeah. So what are we doing with this reboot? Is he just bringing back to life everything and anything? Is he monetizing this? Okay.
Did you know that some ancient natives believed that everything had a soul?
So he can bring back like
a shovel,
like my broken Buzz Lightyear toy.
Which Disney movie is the one that has like all the animated stupid shit cleaning the house? But not Fantasia. Isn't there
Sword in
another
the
Disney
Stone?
movie?
No.
Is it just Fantasia where they animate the broom and everything?
It's Sword in the Stone. Merlin like animates the dishes and they do themselves, and then the guy freaks out about it and they fight the dishes.
Yeah, I guess I'm just thinking about Fantasia.
Also, you might be thinking of Fantasia with the mops, but he does it in Sword in the Stone.
Yeah.
But what if? How about let me throw this? Okay, well, what's your thing? I was gonna say.
Remember Fantasia with the magical mops?
Yeah.
What if the mops came out of the grave and they wanted to clean you off of the earth?
So putting something in the cemetery is just a way to animate it now,
and make it murder.
Well, it's gonna want to murder you. What if science has found the cemetery and has distilled the life-bringing properties down into like a wonder drug that prevents you from aging?
Right, so you're going to the gas station and you figure, I'm gonna do some cliff jumping later. I better grab some grave juice.
Oh, it's a thing for if you die to bring you back.
A sports drink.
Yeah. Okay. So it's being used by like extreme sports teens and stuff. So they can be reckless.
It's grave juice.
They can be reckless and drink the grave juice and then come back to life after they die. But what's this? They want to kill everyone eventually. And so
yeah, it turns out that there's every person's a little bit different, but it turns out like, you know, the 4th time or like the 6th time for someone. I think it's got to be.
I think it's got to be like the 100th or something time, because it's got to be. It's got to be long enough
that this sports drink.
It's got to be long enough that this thing has become an established brand that people drink and no one realized the horrible side effects.
The first person to die 100 times.
Yeah.
Once
you've died 100 times, that's it.
You're now a murdering demon.
You're now a murdering demon. Yes.
Okay. Tony Hawk co-stars.
Tony Hawk. Yes, we get Tony Hawk in there. I love it. Okay.
Yeah. And in fact, the actual movie's plot before the demon resurrection is just about a guy trying to do the X Games.
Oh, and then he dies and he's like, I can do it better.
And it turns out the X Games is the murder.
Oh, they're the big multi-billion-dollar conglomerate that's making the grave juice.
Yes.
I love it. Okay.
Grave juice.
Move on. Number 5, Hellboy. I'm very excited for this reboot. I love me some David Harbour, a.k.a. Chief Hopper from the Stranger Things. Okay, so original Hellboy, he's a boy from hell. He's a demon, and he's supposed to rule hell, and destroy Earth. But he actually likes Earth and wants to save it from the demons.
Yeah, he accidentally comes to Earth as a baby, and then human people raise him, and he loves pancakes.
He loves pancakes and baby Ruths.
And so he grows up, and he goes, I don't want to destroy the Earth because it's got baseball and apple pie. So I'm gonna defend the Earth from demons, even though I'm the Hell Boy.
Yeah, I'm not the Earth Boy. I'm the Hell Boy. So, what's our reboot? Maybe he's blue now instead of red.
He's definitely blue instead of red. And what if hell is the moon?
Okay, what if this is set in the universe of our Buffy movie?
Yes, the diehard fans remember our Buffy reboot, in which when you die,
you go to hell. Bad, you go to the moon.
You go to the dark side of the moon, and because that's hell.
That's actually where hell is. So now he's a moon man, moon boy.
He's the moon. I like Moon Man. He's grown up.
He's
now.
the Moon Man. Yeah, that's the other thing. His name's Hellboy, even though he's clearly an adult in this story. Okay, so now he's blue and he's from the moon. I think that's all we need for Hellboy. Let's move on to number 8. Aladdin. This is everyone's very excited about this.
People are jazzed.
We got Will Smith as the genie. We've got Naomi Scott as Jasmine. We've got, I don't know his name, as Aladdin. And here's what I want. Is the genie the Fresh Prince?
Is the genie Yes.
So
the genie is fictional character Will Smith, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air,
who has been somehow imprisoned in a lamp and sent back in time.
Oh my god, dude! When he goes in the lamp, it's there. Oh, never mind. It can't be James Avery because he died. I was gonna say Uncle Phil's in the movie, but James Avery's dead.
R.I.P. But so did Will get sent back in time?
Wait, hold on 1 second. I didn't think about the implications of that. So the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air airs their finale, and then the character, he goes back in time.
He goes back in time and becomes imprisoned as a genie. Like how did he become the genie? Is he always a genie? Was the Fresh Prince a genie the whole time?
Was the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air always a genie?
Might have been a genie.
I think so. He granted wishes. I always thought we gotta watch through the original show now, because I think every single time a character says "I wish," it happens true. In the episode.
But how come he never gets set free? How come they had more than 3 wishes? Interesting.
Because the butler Jeffrey, he would rub the lamp anew.
Rub the lamp
because he was always polishing and cleaning because he was the butler.
Butlers get unlimited wishes.
Every time Butlers, everyone knows that butlers get unlimited wishes. You don't need to remind people.
Yeah, everybody knows that.
He would rub the lamp, and then Will Smith would come out and be like in his bed asleep again. Yeah, he'd be like, because it was at night. He'd be like, "You got me.
I'm a genie boy." Okay, Will Smith is now the Fresh Prince once more, and the genie is him. And then he kind of does Aladdin, but we know he's the Fresh Prince. Okay, Lion King. This is a movie that is a CGI shot-for-shot remake of the original cartoon that everyone's for some reason calling live action. And it's clearly not live action. It is CG. What if our reboot is live action and we do it like it's just like a nature documentary? Okay.
There was a movie and it was called like The Brothers Lions. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, Secondhand Lions?
Secondhand Lions.
Where Haley Joel Osment.
Many crew injured by lions in the making of that movie.
Oh.
And we're gonna make a lot more.
Okay.
It's not we're gonna be getting the maximum health insurance package.
Okay, so we're gonna be injuring a lot of people with the making of this movie, where it is the Lion King in true live action form. I want to be clear on this. We're doing Homeward Bound talking animals.
Peanut butter in the mouth.
No, We're not even doing that. It's just the animals' mouths don't move. You just see a shot of the animal and then they talk.
Oh, Spirit style to the Cimarron style. I got you.
Sure, except I already said Homeward Bound, which is a more perfect example. Now,
mine was okay.
I don't want none of that weird CG animal mouth technology that for some reason has not gotten any better since the year 1994. Do lions like
peanut butter? Can we even do that?
You don't need to make their mouths move.
No, but like, do lions like peanut butter?
I'm sure they do.
Do do they care at all?
I mean, I doubt it's an incentive, but I'm sure they enjoy it. But they'd rather eat your flesh. But maybe, and then, okay, so we're going to need to find lions and hyenas.
So, and this is something, I know this is going to be controversial. Have you seen Dwayne The Rock Johnson's Hercules? How he has like the
I forgot about that
lions,
movie.
How he has the full lion skin cloak and like the lion head.
Yeah.
Hood
I've
of
seen
the
images.
cloak.
Yeah.
I want to get James Earl Jones in one of those with the lions.
So he's the only
Mufasa.
Human in this lion
He's
movie.
a human, and he's wearing the skin and the hood.
And
he looks like Hercules.
I like that.
And he's just with the lions, and then he's in the sky as a man.
That actually perfectly solves the problem that I was going to bring up, which is how do we film Mufasa's death scene getting trampled by all the wildebeest? Because I don't think you can Right, if we can have James Earl Jones do the acting on that, then I don't have to worry about us getting in trouble for killing a lion on screen.
Yes, and that would be bad.
That'd be bad, but that's perfect.
That would be a bad thing.
Love it. I love it. Okay. Moving on. Hit me with that next one.
The next one we're talking about is near and dear to my heart. It is the Artemis Fowl series. So Artemis Fowl was the prime young adult fiction of the early 2000s, which is when I was in middle school. And so that was just all up my alley. So Artemis Fowl, do you know anything about this?
He's like a criminal mastermind who's 12 years old or something?
Yeah, so he's a 12-year-old ultra rich. Like his family is ultra rich, not him independently. But he is a 12-year-old criminal mastermind, but he's not doing it for fun. He's doing it because he is trying to prove the existence of the lower elements, which is like a secret world under the world.
A literal underworld.
A literal underworld where like goblins and orcs and trolls and fairies, they're all real and they all used to live on the surface. But then humans kind of started taking over, and they all ran underground, literally, and live under the earth.
So he's doing crime so that he can try to find.
He's stealing like gold because only gold can like get into the magic and like all kinds of stuff like that.
Okay.
And like he like steals fancy technology to make like a drill that's powerful enough and like all those things. And it's because he wants fairy gold, which he wants fairy gold from the fairy realm, although I'm not 100% sure why. I think for the challenge instead of being bored. But so then he finds a fairy and stuff like that, and he gets kind of wrapped up in this whole fairy adventure where he realizes that like they're people too, and then he wants to help them, and it's a whole thing.
He does become good.
He does become good. He doesn't even, I wouldn't say he starts off evil. He just starts out like a greedy person. And then he learns that he cares about people. It's just that he cares about fairies and not humans. That's a whole thing.
Okay, interesting.
But Dame Judi Dench is in the film, so I really have high hopes.
I do love her, just in general. She's great. Okay. So, what's happening in our reboot then? Is he still a criminal mastermind?
His last name is Fowl with a W.
Like the bird.
Because it's a pun on foul, because he's like an unpleasant person, right?
But
like also he's at no point in the film is there birds.
Mm-hmm.
So we should top that up.
Maybe
right?
He's a bird boy.
He's a bird boy. Maybe he's descended from the bird people.
Okay, now what
is he half fairy and doesn't know it?
Is he are fairies bird people?
Are bird people fairies?
So bird peoples do exist, and we're here to ask the question: is bird people fairies?
Yes. And he wants to find out. He wants to find out very badly.
Okay. Interesting. So he wants to find out. How does he find? Does he know he's bird people?
Does he? What?
Does he know he's bird people?
He doesn't until he gets down to the fairy zone.
The fairy zone.
And then all the magic underneath, he grows wings and he's like, what?
Okay, so now Artemis Fowl is a literal fowl. Maybe he's just a literal bird. Maybe he's a literal bird.
Yeah.
And he does crimes still. He's like a pigeon who does crimes.
Oh, he doesn't grow wings. He's full on.
He is a bird.
He's a bird. He
Yeah, this is like that new spy movie where spies in disguise are pigeons.
Oh, well, with Will Smith. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, but now it's Artemis.
That's not a reboot, so we're not going to talk any more about it.
But it's like that.
But
He's a pigeon. I mean, if you wanted to be a different bird, he could be a different bird. I just want to be a bird.
No, I like pigeon because he's a common thief.
Yeah, crime pigeon who does still do. He wears a suit.
He wears a suit.
A little pigeon suit.
Yeah.
Perfect. He wears a little pigeon suit. It's very cute. It's very cute, this pigeon suit. And
he's like, but then he's holding your Rolex.
Oh no, my Rolex!
Little talents.
My Rolex. He stole it from me.
He stole my Rolex. He's just a pigeon, but he did it.
And
that's how much of a genius he is. Oh, that's the other part. Is that he's not just a criminal like mastermind. Is that he's like an He's like an
uber genius 12-year-old.
Yeah. He's like what like internet nerds think like uber geniuses are, where he's like mean to people and he says like, I calculated the exact angle to throw this ball and hit you in the balls.
Not my balls. I need those for something. I think. Okay. Not the balls. Not the balls.
Oh. No.
Okay, perfect. So that's that movie. Next up on the list, we're looking at The Addams Family. I was delighted to find out that this movie was getting rebooted because I love The Addams Family, and I only just today learned that they were also an old-timey comic about a family who likes things that families don't normally like. They have different values than the rest of us, you could say. So, and, in The Addams Family, they're like, hey,
can you give me that bowl of spiders?
Yeah, or like, hey, you need to be eating more candy. You don't want to not get cavities. They'd say stuff like that. So, I don't know. Maybe now the Addams
brush the toilet first.
Yeah, stuff like that. So now the Addams Family is like, I don't know. They like enjoy to be.
They hate phones, and they love talking to each other all the time.
What if the Addams Family are...
They can't get enough Hot Pockets.
They're internet trolls, maybe?
Or do they just hate the internet?
Do they hate the internet, which is quite radical in this day and age.
Mm-hmm. I bet they put down their phones, like, all the time, because everyone's always on their phones, right?
They're just, like... regular cool people who like talk to each other and
they don't even like Instagram.
They don't even like Instagram. Like, what even is it? They want to know.
Yeah, like who does that?
Yeah, they're like, who even does the Instagram? And not me, they say. Okay.
When asked.
Yeah, so they're like in this digital age, they're a family who doesn't do the digitals, and that is off-putting to many people.
And people are always trying to say like, look it up on my iPad, and they go like, no.
They're like, I won't do it.
I need a phone book.
So
I still dial 411.
So now instead of like being counterculture, they're just like like, I don't know.
I don't want them to be like Amish though.
Yeah, but they just refuse to use phones. And social media.
It's the only phones is it. Like cars and elevators and everything, so good. Mm-hmm. They don't do phones.
I won't do it.
I'll send you a letter.
Yep, I'll send you a letter. Don't you talk to me about that phone.
And the film's kind of central conflict is that
Wednesday Addams wants a phone because of boyfriend.
I was gonna say like there was a radio contest
where they won phone.
Or if you called in the answer. But they mailed a letter, but it was the right answer. So then they started following the letter to the radio station cross country.
Oh, but the contest is over by the time it gets there.
And then they sue the station.
Oh, then they sue the station, and then it becomes a legal battle.
A gripping courtroom drama with no phones.
Oh shit, no phones.
Because that's the thing, is in the courtroom you can't have your phone. Mm-hmm. So they're like, this is our zone, and everyone else is like always twitching like a
they're addict. Like, crap, I can't look things up. I don't have my phone, and they're like, I
can't independently verify the fact that you just claimed to me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But that's where the Addams Family lives.
That's where they operate, in the no phone zone. That's pretty good.
The no phone zone.
That's pretty good. I like it. I like it. Okay. That's the Addams Family. No phones. That's their thing. No phones now. Let's talk about number 12 on this list. A reboot that surprised me. Surprised me a great deal. And I'm talking about Charlie's Angels. Now, the question was asked, who's asking for more Charlie's Angels?
Who's asking
for this?
At this point,
was it you?
The only people that remember, it was me. I asked that.
Okay, so it was you. You could have just said that instead of leading me on.
So, Charlie's Angels has only been seen by people who are not going to see this movie.
The original Charlie's Angels. It's like a TV show.
Because they'd be dead.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a really good point. I don't know. Well, hold up. When was the original Charlie's Angels?
I thought it was the 60s.
I think it might be in the 70s. Those people might still be alive.
It was the 70s. They're still kicking.
But are they going to see this movie? No, because
it's been 50 years.
Because this movie is going to be about like sexual intercourse, probably. Like the.
Ooh.
Did you ever see the 2000s movies?
No. What's their deal?
It's all like dick jokes.
Like punching in the dick?
Kind of. There's in one of them. A girl, one of them learns that her love interest was his college mascot, which was a cock, and her college mascot was the beaver, and she was that.
Ha!
She was like, you were the cock, I was the beaver, and then I was like, oh, yeah.
How was that PG-13?
I know, right? They say cock and beaver.
Do I ask?
They say cock and beaver. It's okay if you're talking about an animal.
You get one.
They didn't say fuck.
They didn't at all.
Yeah.
Well, they probably weren't allowed to because they said so.
They call an assassin an assassin. So I think this is going to be better than that. So our reboot.
Did they have a butt?
Yeah.
Is it like a booty? Like
I don't remember. I think it was Crispin Glover.
You know who was in Charlie's Angels 2000? Melissa McCarthy.
She was?
As Doris, no last name.
Okay. Well, so here's what we're going to be doing. We're going to make Charlie's Angels literal fucking angels. Literal.
So they're
literal angels.
Are they smiting from heaven?
Yeah, but I do need to clarify. Literal angels, not literal fucking. Just literal angels.
Not fucking angels, but literal
angels.
Now, I'm intensely confused. I'm looking at the page for Charlie's Angels, parentheses 2019. And the cast list has the following. Patrick Stewart as Bosley.
Oh, I love Patrick
Digimon Hanzu as Bosley.
Wait, what?
Elizabeth Banks as Bosley.
That can't be right.
3 actors cast as Bosley.
You sure you're reading that right?
100%. 3 actors have been given the role Bosley.
Oh my god, look at that. Yeah, I looked it up. You're right. Bosley, and Bosley. Okay, so Bosley's like their handler guy, right?
Yeah, he's the is that Q in the Bond movies that does that? Or is that M?
Q is the gadgets guy.
Bosley's the guy who's like, well, ladies, it's time for you to funk it up over there, because it was the 70s.
He does say funk.
Often. He goes, it's time for you to get your foxy gun shooters over to the New York Savings and Trust.
And gun shooters in this case are their fingers?
They're guns, yeah.
Oh, they're guns, okay. I just want to make sure that I'm up with the lingo for the kids.
It's been a while since the 70s, but I think I remember most of it.
That's pretty good. So in ours, they are literal angels, and
is it like Father Bosley?
Oh, Bosley's the priest who summons them? Yes. Very much yes. I love it.
And he says like dear Lord.
Dear Lord.
Like little Timmy needs an angel.
Yeah, and then
because he's getting bullied at school, and then like 3 grown women just like beat the snot out of.
That's very good.
Is that where we're going?
Yeah, that's where we're going with this one. That's fine, and I like it.
And all the puns can just be like how's this for?
Yep. Get there. You got it.
Help me. How's
it?
How'd your?
I'm
trying to think of one.
Who's your ball?
What can they say while they're punching someone?
A child.
A child.
They can say things like, thus saith the Lord.
The Tooth Fairy's not real.
Oh, the Tooth Fairy's not real, just devastating.
It's like emotional and physical devastation.
Yeah.
Your mom
she's
illegally traded stocks.
Oh shit. Yes. Also, let me tell you what, grades don't matter after this.
Grades. Your GPA is a joke.
Your GPA is a joke, son.
You getting a job is just all about who you know. and just the blows rain down.
Yep. Okay, we need to move on from this movie. Let's get to the very last one, number 13.
The very last reboot of 2019.
Little Women getting yet another fucking reboot. This has to be like the 8th time they've rebooted Little Women.
I don't know if you're actually guessing or not, but this is the 8th movie adaptation of
Jesus Christ.
Little
Okay,
Women.
what is so appealing about girls living in the Civil War where one of them dies from a sickness?
I can tell you what's appealing about the plot of the movie. I bet you could film this movie on a tight $1,000 budget.
Yeah, okay, so...
and a visit to Goodwill.
And a visit to Goodwill. What is ours about? They are actually little?
Are they actually little? That seems obvious, but also it is something I want to see.
Mm-hmm. I want to see just like... Now, are they always little, or do they become shrunken?
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so hold on. Little Women, 1860s Massachusetts.
Uh-huh.
Meg, Jo, and Amy March are 3 sisters that they all live together, right?
Oh shit! Yeah, they do because of the 1860s, and they're all children.
It's just like one of them gets the consumption. I don't actually know.
One of them does die of something, and that is the one that everyone likes the most. I recall that much. Now,
is it a 4th sister that dies, or one of the 3?
If there's only 3, I think it's one of the 3.
Oh, there's 4.
There's 4, and one of them dies.
Okay. So Meg, Jo, Beth, and Amy March.
I think Joe's the one who dies, maybe.
One of them dies.
No, Joe's not the one who... I don't remember. Here's the thing. In our version, I need to know... Okay, first of all, is it still Civil War era? Because I need to know... Here's what I need to know. Is the shrinking science or magic? Does Nikola Tesla shrink them?
Kind of like magic.
Yeah, it's got to be they...
If it's magic, it involves learning a lesson to... get back correctly.
So now is it like a Honey, I Shrunk the Kids? How shrunk do they get? Are they like tiny women, or are they just like 2 feet tall women?
I think...
Do they make fun of... Go ahead.
They shrink according... Oh
boy.
Do you remember Shallow Hal?
Yeah. We talked about it.
The women are the size of their inner character.
Okay, so if you...
And they're a little bit different. And then like someone learns like a major life lesson and just 2 feet taller.
Okay.
Gets right up there.
Yes. So one of them is actually going to be very big, but maybe a couple of them are very small. Because it turns out their inner character is garbage.
Because their inner character is garbage.
Turns
like
out,
Shallow Hal.
like Shallow Hal.
Oh, here we go. I've been scrolling for it. Beth gets scarlet fever.
Oh, scarlet fever. That doesn't even exist anymore. So like Beth, maybe come to the future, Beth, and stop it. Just
stop having that.
Okay, so hold up. Okay, so not to like completely get rid of our character arc, Shallow Hal, Little Women idea, but now I do want it to be a inner space movie where they shrink down and become Little Women to go inside and fight scarlet fever and save Beth's life.
Oh my god. Okay, it is the year 2200.
No, it's still the year 1800.
No, Amy gets new scarlet fever, but
okay.
it's NU.
Uh-huh.
It's the advanced new strain of scarlet fever.
Uh-huh.
And the other, Meg, Jo, and Beth, they are all a team of sister doctors. And they get shrunked into and they go in there. And they have to like actually fight. Oh! So I like inner space. What if when they get up in there, it becomes like inside of her immune system, it becomes like a real metaphor, and it's like it's a Civil War battlefield.
Oh my gosh!
Between like the white blood cells
and then the southern blood cells of scarlet fever.
It's a period piece with a bonkers framing device.
Okay, so then are you saying that we actually see like Civil War, like literal Civil War battles? But that's just the metaphor.
Not
for
like
her
real
system?
Life, like the Battle of Gettysburg does not happen in her body.
Good.
But it's like Civil War era.
Yeah. So but the white blood cells are dudes in uniform and muskets.
Yes. And they need to blend in, and they get like dresses.
Okay.
Because they're the enemy general is the new
Who knew that the human immune system was just fucking...
Oh my god, dude! Scarlet Fever is the female enemy general. Yes. Scarlet Fever.
Yeah, her name is
Oh
Scarlet
my god.
Fever. Okay, this is...
I kind of wish we could do a full episode about this.
Maybe we will next episode. Okay, we're going to end on that. That is our best... You're welcome. You're welcome.
2019. We're going to be this good every week.
Every friggin' week.
Except like holiday weekends.
Yeah, except the weekends that we don't feel like doing really good. But thank you so much, everyone, for listening. We'll be back next week with our regular format. Send us your suggestions for what you'd like us to reboot. We'd like that. Frank,
let's go.
I forgot how we do the outro, but let me get back to it. Here's what we do. I remember. If you like the show, please give us a good rating and review on iTunes. It helps us out a lot. And tell your friends about the show. We don't advertise or pay to advertise, so word of mouth is the best way to get us out there. And we would love that. And then also do give us those ratings and reviews on iTunes because that helps us out a ton. Until next time, I'm Scott Owen.
I'm Frank Sarah.
And Frank, what's our password for next week?
Our password for next week is muskets fire.
That's very good.